Welcome, Jack Savoretti.
Thank you for having me. Hi.
It sounds Italian.
It is Italian.
It is Italian.
Well, my dad's Italian, yeah. My mother is actually German-Polish, but my dad is fully Italian. He's called Guido, so you don't get more Italian than that.
You have a very nice career going on right now.
Right now, yeah.
But 5 years ago, you
nice.
were close to give up.
Yeah, more than give up. I think I just kind of I had a really bad taste in my mouth from the music industry. I realized that the music industry is an ocean filled with sharks. And if you dive in a little bit naively, it's likely you're going to get bitten. So I realized it was time to build my own little boat, get my own crew, and actually now the journey is pretty pleasant.
You got bitten by the sharks?
Yeah, I got nibbled. No, I didn't get eaten alive, but I definitely felt
What
the
does
bite.
it mean that you built up your own close
Well,
bubble?
the thing about the music industry is so many things are already set in place. And people are really scared to move away from the status quo of the industry, especially people that have been in it for the last 10, 20 years, because it used to work. Now that doesn't work anymore. But nobody likes to really admit that, especially if they come from the past. So I think it's just about, when I say I built my own ship, I just wanted to work with people that didn't know what they were doing. I wanted to start with people that didn't have this illusion that they knew what they were doing because it had worked 5 years ago. Because things change. And in the industry, I think a lot of the times people, because they have success a couple years back, they think that things stay that way, and they don't really ever...
And it's a fantastic history that Great Britain has.
Yeah,
so it's difficult to get rid of that.
Yeah, and I never wanted to tell anybody how to do their job, but I think when you work with people, everybody has to start somewhere. And usually when you work with people that are starting out, there's always a lot more passion, a lot more drive, a lot more sacrifice, and a lot more fun.
But you started out as a poet.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Is it a big word?
It's a big word. I wanted to be a writer, but I wasn't good enough. Then I wanted to be a musician, but I wasn't good enough. So I became a singer-songwriter.
And now you're good enough.
Mix the two. I don't know if I'm good enough, but I found a way of expressing what I want to say.
But isn't it nice to express through music, poetry?
Yeah,
because people really listen when it's a sing-and-songwriting.
Absolutely, and it's a bit like when you're taking a journey in a nice car. That song is the transportation. So even though the journey is very important, how you get there and how you travel is just as important. And I think music is the perfect way to go on that journey.
Written in Scars is a new album.
Yeah.
Is it your scars, or?
Yeah, it's definitely my scars. But it's not only my scars.
It's personal. I mean, the lyrics are...
yeah, absolutely.
Personal.
I think most songwriters, when you're writing songs, you can't help. Even if you're influenced by other situations around you, you always touch on your own experiences. But these particular scars, they're not just mine. There's a lot of people involved in making an album. There's a lot of people. The reason I'm sitting here with you is because of a lot of people working. And most of those people have a few scars, and that's why we all work well together. The team that we have is people that all have our own experiences, and we know what we like and we know where we don't want to go.
What kind of scars is it in the songs?
That
people will relate to, probably.
Yeah, well, I think it's the struggle of just coming to terms with the reality of growing up and the reality of responsibility. And in my particular circumstances, it's happened from at a very young age, having a family, being married, but also in career, in my music, is taking a passion and turning a passion into a responsibility is a really hard transition to make. Because when it's a passion, it's just for you. When it's a responsibility, there's other people involved. And that education is definitely something that leaves you bruised and battered.
But scars are sometimes very good to have because they remind you about life.
Yeah, and it means you survived, you know.